Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad all of you are here. I did this at the last second, so I didn't know what kind of turnout I'd have, but oh my goodness, let's go through the list and say hi to everyone. Hi, Bernadette and Lizzie. Hi, Squeegee. Hi, Min. Welcome. Hi, Carol. Hi, Zephyr. I hope you're all doing well. Hi, Duchess of Camelot. Let's see. Did I miss anyone? Hi, Margaret. Welcome. I think I got to everyone. Hi, second row. Hi, Alice. Welcome. Hi, Tanya. Hi, John. Hi, Janana. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Hi, Truth Seeker. Hi, Sue. Hi, Tara. So glad all of you are here. Hi, Kami-sama. Hi, Fall Girl. Hi, Winnie. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Tina. Hi, Vicky. And Donna, hi Gemini, hi Melissa, hi Ocean Gal, hi Cindy. Oh my goodness, you guys, what in the world is happening? Hi Laura, welcome. So I work all the time, but like I was busy at work today, and then I opened my phone and what in the world happened? What in the world happened? Oh, Lizzie, thank you for gifting a membership. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Nanny. Okay, you guys. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome. So, yesterday I did a live celebrating my 15K, and one of my very favorite people was unable to make it. But guess what? She's able to make it today. Hi, Dollface.
Hey, revealing congratulations, 15,000. So happy
Can you
for you.
believe it?
Wow, that is so amazing. And girl, I've been seeing your stuff everywhere. Like I think your video was on Dan Wooten. Wow.
I know. I think he said my name. I mean, not my real name, but like my username.
I know. I was just like, that's my friend.
It's amazing, right?
Yes. Oh,
Thank
so
you,
happy
Lizzie,
for
for
you.
liking it. Oh, thank you. Hi, H. Combs. Hi, Poncho.
Hey,
Oh my goodness.
Poncho.
Hi, Donna. Oh, I think I said hi. Oh, Donna's saying hi to Dollface.
Hi. Hey, Donna. Hi, everyone.
Oh, Tina, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I want to pose this question to everybody because I have no idea what happened today. All I know is oh wait, oh, this is the wrong slide deck. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Is it this one? Oh, well, I'll prep it in a minute. But all I know is I opened my phone and it's like Megan's going back. And it was pre-planned. So I'm gonna let all of you in the chat get me caught up on what happened. Dollface, you tell me what your thoughts are, and let's just talk about it. What in the world happened? Oh, but before we do, thank you so much, John. John says Meghan Markle took an elevated event and made it ordinary. Yeah.
She revoked their mint card.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a good one.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Tanya. So what do you think is going on, Doll?
Uh,
Do you think this was really pre-planned?
I don't know because with her, it's like with her, I feel like she goes out of her way to confuse people sometimes, right? But there's something about it that just it's been so cringe and over the top. Like when they said she's leaving, my first thought is I had that picture in my head where she was in the car, her head down. It was like right after she was married. Her and Harry were married, and there everybody said that King Charles, then Prince Charles, told Harry and Meghan they had to leave his birthday party because of the way she was acting. Remember?
Right.
He leaned over and said, "Hey, the car's ready," and Harry just knew, "Hey, that means politely get out of here." And they left, and her head was down. And so my first thought was, did somebody ask her to leave? Because I mean, the way she's been acting, it was either it was almost manic or like spotlight, spotlight. Where's the spotlight? Where's the flash? All eyes on me. All eyes on me.
Yeah.
So that's where my brain went. What about you?
So here's here's my thought. Hi Lex, welcome.
Hey, Lex.
Anyone else came that I missed? Hi H Combs. Let's see. Oh, hi, Koala. Thank you so much. It's amazing, isn't it? If I've missed you, I'm sorry, but I will try to get to you. Okay, so here's what I think. Oh, hi, baby grandma. Welcome. Hi, Cassie. Okay, my thoughts are they're saying it's pre planned. I don't buy it.
No.
I don't buy it because and they're saying it was pre planned and they didn't want to release it for security reasons. But the like that excuse wasn't used when she was going there, right? Like we
Yeah.
knew she was going. So why was that not kept,
Yeah.
secret? So that's my only inclination. And then if it's not, if it was spontaneous that she went back, I think we can think of two reasons, right? One is some problems with Harry,
Mm-hmm.
and the second is backlash.
Yes. And what's really funny is you brought up a great point was, I find with her, when they come out with an excuse right away, I'm starting to feel now more than ever that she does that because it's kind of like the whoever tells their side first, that's going to be the accepted truth, right?
I'm sorry, Dollface, can you
Oh,
repeat that?
yeah, like okay. It's kind of like right now there's a lot of rumors going around about that book, allegedly that she was hugging too much on Prince William. And when you look back, yeah, when you look back, remember she covered that years ago in Netflix. It's almost like she knew that could come back to bite her. And so she said way back then, I'm a hugger. It's nothing. You're not that great. I don't care. I'm not into you, even with all these. So it's almost like that with this, right? Before anybody could come out with the truth. It's no, it was already pre-planned. It was a security issue. Well, then why didn't they wait till tomorrow? I mean, she's still releasing video like she's up there. Why wait? Like, why even announce it at all until somebody asks if it's a security issue, right?
Yeah. Yeah, look what Jade Hart says. I agree. If it was pre-planned, she should have said thank you to all the families for coming out. Like she should have said a goodbye at some point, right?
Yeah, like guys, I have to go. Just like you, I'm a mom, and I have to head back home to my kids. Something. This is weird.
And the other thing that it could be, because I was chatting with someone who is unbiased, and sometimes, you need that person in your life that brings you back to reality. So you're not like coming up with all these fantastical situations of what's going on.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, well, what if something happened to the kids and she had to go back? And I was like, well, then that's not pre planned. But then
Yeah.
my friend was like, but what if she doesn't want the press to know something emergency happened with the kids? So that is a possibility, that could have happened.
It is, but with her now this, I'm glad you said that because it made me think of this. As much as she likes to lead the public on that she's wheeling and dealing and always has these projects and potential projects, I mean, wouldn't they have leaked it then or said, hey, Megan has to go? She had a previous commitment, right? Like versus this was already pre-planned. That seems kind of lazy and last minute or rushed, I should say.
Yeah.
Rushed.
Yeah. Really, really, really strange. I'm getting up my okay. So also she's posted on her Instagram, this is what I've heard of her saying goodbye, and I have that video. So I'll just have that kind of playing in the background so everyone can see it. This was her goodbye um, on Instagram. So she's in a third coat, and I've heard this one because she was wearing the white version yesterday. It's like I saw estimates that it's like $1,300, and this time she's wearing the black one. But when I saw this video, the first thing I thought of is that I don't want to say she is copying Princess Diana. I don't think she is, but what I remember like as a child watching Prince Harry and Prince William grow up are that a lot of pictures and a lot of vacations they took were in like skiing locations, right? So
Mm.
part of me wonders if this is a way to connect with Harry again, right? Like I don't know. I don't know. What's everyone's thoughts about that? Sometimes I think too deeply. Linda says someone must have strongly suggested she leave the wheelchair, her filming for Instagram, possible. Yes.
That Pepsi product she endorses so much, apparently, allegedly, you know?
Yeah. H. Combs doesn't think that it was pre-planned. Nancy doesn't think it was pre-planned. Let's see. I know, man, can you believe it? Look at this. I don't think I've ever had this many people watching.
Yay!
I know. Hi, Bambi. Sorry if I missed any of your guys' chats. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Colton Cake. Hi, January. Oh, M is a sicko. That sums it up pretty well, right? Oh, so Lex, I think in yesterday's live stream, I'm not sure, but someone gifted a membership and Lex got it, and she's very thankful for it.
Yay!
So
Love
yeah,
you,
so Lex,
Lexi.
yeah. So oh, Jade Hart, that could be it too. Tom Bauer scared her away. It
Right?
could be.
I mean, my God, a member of the press that they couldn't control, because I did notice there were people there. Like there's a reporter, I want to say her name is Stephanie Petit from People magazine, and she was, filming stuff, and she if you look back at everything, like her muck rack and all, she's very, very flattering towards them, right? And so I do think that they sometimes pick and choose the press they invite along. And so, but Tom Bauer's got a press pass. They can't keep people out unless he's done something wrong. And if anybody who's done something wrong, it was the Sussex Squad with those evil comments towards him. I mean,
I couldn't believe that. I mean, it really bothered me watching his face change when he realized what was happening. That really bothered me.
But you know what? A pro. I mean, he stayed so well composed. Nobody
Yeah.
should have to deal with that kind of harassment. And what does that say about you if your fans? Everybody calls us strangers for pointing out the truth. Everybody says we're jealous. We're not the ones going out there acting ugly to people. We're going, hey, you complained about a sleeve being photoshopped. Explain why this belly's missing. Okay? Or she says she can speak French, yet she's the only one not speaking French in the video. You know?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this.
What?
Civil Defense UK says that they live and work on the royal estate, and Harry is moving into the cottage on Bagshot Park. Oh my gosh. For a single world by April 22nd.
You better be telling the truth, Civil Defense, because if not, it looks like we're taking a bribe.
Could that be? It totally could be. I mean, let's see. March 4th, With Love Meghan comes out.
Yeah.
They have to pretend to be together maybe during the first few weeks of its release. And yeah. Carol says Charles loves skiing, shared it with his boys. William went in university, would bring Catherine with him, and they would bring her father also. Yeah.
Absolutely. I remember that. Like, I remember when the papers were first talking about, William's girlfriend, is she here? We think she's here. And then that was when Prince Charles and William were out front, like really hamming it up to keep the press entertained without drawing attention to her. So, and then Meghan was in that picture, what was it, a year ago or something, with her friends on top of some mountains? But she doesn't ski.
That was Invictus related too. Oh, no. That was when she was with her friends and she looked taller than everybody.
Yeah, and like you could see where they had other pictures, like they were out there skiing or snowboarding, but she's just like, I don't do any of that, so I'm just here for the pictures. I honestly, when I first saw her in that tube, I went, oh my God, she's finally working. She's doing something more than just smiling.
Maybe that's an indication of what desperate situation she's in.
Yeah, she's basically becoming Jackass for former royals.
Oh my gosh, Poncho's right. I'm almost at 500 people. I'm so happy you're all here, you guys.
Yay!
Thank you for being here. And also subscribe to Resting Dollface. Her channel is up, and we're getting busy there. Look at this. No BS. We've been asked to ready the cottage. What?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Harry's been homesick. I don't see, they tried to send him to the Super Bowl last year, wasn't it? He was there with Beatrice Eugenie. He was there with somebody, I think. And I just don't think this, and it's not just America, it's an entirely different animal working in the entertainment industry in LA and all of that. Right? It's one
Mhm.
thing for him to take pictures and hang out in a suite one night. It's a completely different one for him to be out there networking and trying to make connections with people who live in that industry.
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. So Carol is saying that Gatcombe Park is where Princess Anne lives, and if that's true, I mean, I can't think of a better person to um what would Colton Cake call it? Deprogram him after what's
Mm-hmm.
going on? Yeah, Colton Cake, tell us what is the action that Princess Anne would be taking if this is true? Oh, Carly said something. Backshot Park is where Prince Edward and Sophie live. They only
Man, I still love that picture, that video shot of when, Meghan was all smiles in that green outfit and Sophie shot her that look and shut her down. She's just like, not happening. I know what you
Yeah.
did. The world will too.
What about at the at Queen Elizabeth's funeral when all the women got together and made sure that there was distance between them and Princess Charlotte?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
those are some strong women. Yeah.
definitely. I mean, they close flanks around them. And we've seen, like, Megan's done lots of pictures before, even when she was with Harry and Sydney, where she's standing off to the side. And I'm like, why did she do that? Was she hoping to use that later as just a solo picture? But this was very telling that, the kids were just standing there and then all of a sudden they rearrange and there's even this glance shot her way.
So Margaret's asking a good question, and I'm going to pose it to you, Resting Dollface, and I'm going to pose it to everyone here. What do you think Harry would leave the children behind? And if not, what do you think would be the agreement? In my opinion, I don't think he would leave the children behind.
No, I agree. I don't, in my opinion, I don't think he would leave them behind, but I do feel because of who they're dealing with, there would be like a Sandringham Summit too if one hasn't already happened, right? As to what the agreement would be. And should this happen, we're going to say this. Should that happen, we're going to say that. Because no matter what, the way she's been running her mouth and making these accusations, UK media racism, this, blah, 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 there's no doubt she'll do something like that again. Like even if she did come out and say, yeah, I had to use a surrogate, because they're only saying that because they don't want a mixed race child. There's nothing that I think she wouldn't say, do, or leak or imply, right? Because she knows
Yeah.
what side her bread is buttered on.
Unfortunately, when you have at least one parent who's a narcissist, the children are collateral damage.
Yeah.
So that I think is the worst part of this whole thing.
And you're absolutely right, because look, no matter what, you go through a breakup, you go through divorce, you have to love your children more than you love yourself. And a narcissist, correct me if I'm wrong, revealing they don't love themselves, right? They're insecure, they're jealous, they don't have the normal feelings.
Yeah, and I mean everything is what's the word I'm looking for? A prop? Yeah, everything is a prop for them.
Mm-hmm.
So these children are going to serve a purpose that benefits Meghan. And that could change month to month or day to day, but for Meghan comes first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you said it right, because like even when I did my video and I was like, I think she's dropping hints about the kids. Is she going to show them? Do I think she'd want a balcony moment like we are Invictus? Absolutely. But if she did that, one of two things would happen. Either one, it'd be a major payout. But even if that happened, it would be her. I think she'd immediately get jealous, because to her, it's her moment because, same reason why she keeps calling herself Diana 2.0. Diana had so much attention. She wants the attention everybody naturally gave Diana.
That gets me thinking, because whenever the one thing I remember, like if I ever think of Princess Diana and Snow, it's this moment, right? Where
Yeah.
she tells the press, like, you already got what you got.
Mm-hmm.
So Meghan also, like, being in the snow and having press around, this could be some type of strategy also, like, I don't know. I don't put anything past that woman, honestly.
I know, because the difference is too, and don't get me wrong, I know people will come back and say, well, Diana used the press this. Well, I'm not here to discuss that. What I do know is when Diana was having heartfelt moments with people who have gone through unspeakable things, there were times where she would push the camera out of the face and she'd go, no, back up. Whereas Meghan, we've seen her drag the camera, drag people in a wheelchair here. Not to mention that awesome video you found earlier where it's like she knew the camera was over to her left. So she moves the woman so there's a better angle of her.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
That was chilling, girl.
Good, you know what? Let me put that up. But okay, so I did post that, and then someone said, you know what? Let's let the chat decide. Yeah. Let's let the chat decide what they see. And here, let's get that on screen. Okay, everyone. So here's that video. Okay, it is muted. I want you guys to see it from the beginning. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah. I mean, that's what it, like, I don't see anybody else passing, and it's like she moved her out of the way for safety or something.
Someone said that it looked like the woman was shifting her weight. And I mean, I don't know. And that's the thing, like with these video clips, we're not there. We don't see everything, and everything is pretty much, subject to interpretation. And I never want to be so close-minded that I don't open my mind to any possibility. Okay. So when I saw that video, what I saw was Meghan trying to maneuver. And we have seen so many times just in the last few weeks of the back of someone's head and Meghan giving comfort.
Oh my God, all the time. And it does. Somebody posted it a while back and I was like, yes, it totally gives the Susan Sarandon covering Joey Tribbiani's face kiss.
Oh
right?
my gosh.
Where it's, I cover your face so you see mine. That's exactly what it looks like.
Oh, look what Civil Defense is saying. Children's rooms in the cottage are being made ready. Oh, okay. If everything Civil Defense is saying is true, 2025 is going to be a wild ride.
If everything Civil Defense is saying is true, I'll sing on your live. Okay, I don't want you to lose subscribers, but I just it's like, how long have we been waiting for this? Because it's just, we keep seeing such absurdities, and I don't want to hear she's living her best life. Okay, go live your best life. Don't shove it down our throats. Don't come at us when we don't fall over falling in love with you. And don't use, people who are overcoming hardships as props.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, go live your best life without doing that. It's not too much to ask. Other people do it.
So I saw this question and I want to bring it up. So Lizzie B is posing, and all of you, please respond in the chat with what you're thinking also. So if the egg is hers, then genetically the child is hers, right? But if it's not, what happens then?
Well, I mean, at that point, then she has nothing. Okay? I mean, they're still Harry's children. Now, I think, I can't, okay, I'm going to back it up if I can. I think, let's just say, yes, for argument's sake, surrogacy was used, okay? For a woman who went in and claimed she was going to modernize the monarchy, what better way to have like an eternal connection, eternal fame, that you modernized it, and they changed it for you, or they kept it a secret for you, right? She would have been infamous for the rest of her life and after. And she would have been so modern, and she would have been a champion for people going through infertility and everything else.
Okay. So all of us, we know that there are allegations that the children don't exist. So just for the sake of this conversation, we're going to assume they do. I know that there may be a possibility that they don't. Okay. I personally think that there are children, but I think Meghan used a surrogate, and I think there is a potential if a surrogate was used that the egg was not hers. So we don't know that for sure. But let's say that this is a royal couple where it's a healthy relationship, but for whatever reason it doesn't work out. Do you think your opinion of that would change? Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if the children are real and they're not biologically hers, we, I think, are more inclined to be like, okay, it's better for her to move, because I think it would be scary to be raised by a malignant narcissist, in my opinion. But what if it was a healthy woman who, although the child is not genetically hers, she absolutely loved the child? And yeah, so I'm going to pose that question to all of you. What do you all think if the
Yeah.
situations were, because that's a completely different situation. Like, I feel in that circumstance, a lot of us can empathize with that situation,
And
yeah.
you know what I think, and I'm going to share this just real quick while everybody answers. I think what it comes down to more than anything is Meghan and what she did and how she has been, because people wanted to love her. They loved her in the beginning. I feel she never wanted to stay. She wanted the clout. She wanted that royal wedding moment, and she wanted the power trip. And she really thought that that was going to be her Hollywood A-lister, license there. But she did everything she could to try to say, I can't stay here. Like, instead of owning it, instead of, my heart is here, anything else, I feel like it's gonna come out later. Something else happened, and she took out that revenge, right? To be so ugly about the way she left and played the victim card. Doing that, making up the headlines, making up accusations, like they called her baby the N-word. That's the thing. People detest her so much, and it's not the kid's fault. So
And I guess when I should pose the question, I don't mean about being in the line of succession. I mean, those are hard and fast rules, right? Like, if they're not born of the body, they're not in the line of succession. Like, that's black and white, right?
Mhm.
What I'm meaning is, where would the children go? Like, if it was a mother that we thought would be a great mother to the children, it's heartbreaking to, let's say, have Harry have 100% custody in a completely new nation, right?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm wondering how people feel about that. I know, Sabs, can you believe it? I've never
Yeah.
had this many people on a live. I'm so glad you're all here, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm doing my best to try to keep up with the chat, because I really want to know all of your opinions too. Um, yeah. Oh, look at what Zaza's saying.
Yeah.
Babies
I
and small children are more valuable for publicity. Yeah.
and there's no doubt that she will hold on to them for that. Like, and that's the thing. Do I what I don't none of us know the relationship they have with her, because everything is, I'm never around them, but then here's my private footage, right? So this is really hard, because who could give them the better life? Well, obviously Harry's got a family that could provide the best of everything. But it would either be her constantly using the press of, give me back my children, in my opinion, or she's going to dangle those kids and milk it for everything she can. Like, we look, let's face it, there's so much that Sarah Ferguson did that was not royal, okay? Still kind of isn't. And I think Megan's worse than she is. So she's going to use every little thing she can.
Yeah, so civil defense is saying for royal line of succession, they have to be born of Meghan, open secret within the royal family. She never gave birth to them. Yeah, I think definitely a surrogate was used.
Absolutely. And did you know, remember how Megan's doctor all of a sudden shut her practice down? Do you know who Megan's doctor's husband is?
No.
Okay, so for Lily Betts, OBGYN, that OBGYN that shut her practice out of nowhere, her husband owns a fertility clinic that specializes in vitro and surrogacy and everything else.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, and
So it was a 2-for-1 deal?
I'll plug you on Instagram later when I launch, and after I get my divorce settlement.
What I meant by 2-for-1 is like, we'll provide you the surrogate and we'll give you half off the birth.
That was good.
That's a pretty strategic marriage, right?
Oh, for sure. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I mean, and look, guys, that doesn't mean that I know for sure anything. That means I just Googled. I have receipts about that, and I just found that really, really interesting. Okay.
I agree with Jade. I think if the price was right, that absolutely she would do that. And I think that has to do, with her narcissism. I don't think she can form real connections with people. Oh, Claudia, hi, thank you. I chatted with Paula yesterday and she posted it today. Thanks for being here. Hi, Susan, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yeah, what else should we talk about? Sorry, it's hard to like talk and then I want to make sure I give attention to people in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Min is saying, please, if you can, hit the like button. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you. Hi, B1s. I hope I pronounced that right. If they're real, it will take only a few years when they are older to speak for themselves. Seems like that's a big chance to take. For them, so B1's fun. Do you mean it's a big chance for them to take to stay with Meghan, or yeah, what do you think?
What's really interesting is we may end up seeing something not parent wise, but from the children as they get older. That's kind of like Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman's children. Remember, they're out of the spotlight, but there's no doubt that I would see Meghan going, "Oh yeah, we just came back from this trip." And meanwhile, I could see the kids going, "Dad, when were we there? Papa," like, I don't recall.
So John is saying Meghan Markle is not a mentally healthy woman. She's likely a malignant narcissist. I agree with that. John, how can a judge let her raise her children? And he's saying that he's not a psychiatrist, but he does play one on Facebook. And you can play one in this chat too.
John, I wish I want to say something, but I don't know if I can say something. Okay, so let me put it this way. I've seen situations where a diagnosis like that did not keep anybody from having their kids. I'm not saying it all across the board or anything. It comes down to what's in the best interest of the kids, in a lot of states. So that's a good question.
Yeah. Hurricane Holly is asking, so who will be Meghan's next victim? The public.
She's kind of gone viral. I mean, did you think about that? I wanted to do a video with you about that, revealing, because all these things, this Oprah interview, which is done one-on-one style, but the camera's right there, and the same thing with the Harry and Meghan mockumentary. It's almost like she was doing a one-on-one, but with the entire world. Like it was supposed to resonate with everybody, as if she's sitting across. Like Tyler Perry even said it. He goes, "I don't read all those magazines." Most of them don't. They just go, "Oh, it's the tabloids. Oh, it's this." They know how it is. So to me, it was just kind of interesting, those little intimate one-on-one things. Yet, even though millions were watching, I feel like that might have been her trying to brainwash everybody. What do you think?
I mean, that's another good question too. Like, who is she gonna go? Who has the exclusive rights of that first interview?
I would not sign a deal with her. Netflix signed okay, this is just speculation, but Netflix signed a deal with her, Spotify signed a deal with her, and all of a sudden they see that Oprah got their content. I'd be going, excuse me. That's what we were getting.
Okay, you guys, I have to say something in like purely selfish reasons. A lot of the analysis I've done on Meghan and Harry, like, I mean, recently I've been covering Invictus and sometimes I cover events as they're happening, but the majority of my content is from, 2017, 2018. They can't get divorced yet. I haven't even gotten to their wedding. I can't analyze their wedding when they're getting divorced. Like, no.
Hey, that's that 2-for-1 deal they're revealing.
Okay, so Civil Defense is saying Prince Harry, Prince Archie, and Princess Lilibet will be in Backshot, Surrey, UK in April. Mark my words. Wow.
Okay, Civil Defense, do you think we'll ever see the kids after that happens? Like maybe at royal events eventually? Not immediately. We don't want to traumatize the kids. They haven't been around that stuff. But do you think they'd ever like be shown, you think?
My opinion about what is going on with the kids, I feel like Harry has let Meghan choose everything.
Mm-hmm.
Where they live, what they do, everything. The one thing I think that Harry has put his foot down on is the children and being presented to the public. Like, I think that is the deal breaker for him. So I think a lot of Meghan's reasons for not showing the kids is just that, because this is the one thing that Harry's like, absolutely not. Everything else, Meghan takes control of.
And I can see that because a lot of the times when the pics came out, like, he was in the UK for court and she was seen walking, 30 months pregnant with Lilibet and holding Archie, walking down the street with that lunchbox she didn't know about, just like she didn't know about the royal family, right? Is that a thing?
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Bambi, for being here. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate all of you guys. I just saw Mina Eileen says, oh yeah, here we go. Divorce means it's better to be single. Yeah, Hurricane Holly, exactly. Yep.
That was terrible. Did y'all see that woman's arms like flailing? She was just like what's going on? Who's like, you can't, one, no matter what, that was just plain rude in my opinion for her to do that. Okay, just take it upon herself and move her back to get the perfect shot. But two, you're at an event where you're saying, hey, you've overcome so much and we're going to have wheelchair basketball, and you're not letting somebody be independent, really?
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't. It's weird. Like, I actually was driving today and I had the perfect statement to summarize her. I don't think she's not intelligent. I think she's strategic and impulsive at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not something that's like triggering for her, she's very strategic about it. But as soon as you say, no one was allowed to walk on those properties, all of a sudden a lunchbox story comes out, like,
right? Oh my god! And is that a thing? I'm a mom, like, as a mom who gave birth to children, like the thing she said. Maybe look, her. I think if anybody was ever a poster girl for a statement, it's her, as far as priorities being out of whack. Okay, if her priorities are get the shot, she's going to trample on anybody in their rights to get the shot, right?
What do you think? So, the other times that Harry has been somewhere and Meghan hasn't been there, Meghan's done a pet walk. So do you think that is something we're going to be seeing soon?
Absolutely, because I think it serves two purposes. I think one, it feeds her need to be photographed and for her to see pictures of herself, right? But two, it feeds that whole, see, Harry, I need the security because the moment you're not around, Mr. White Knight, come save me. They're all over me. they had that whole paparazzi who was holding my phone and selling it to Backrid, allegedly. So
Bye, Tanya. Thanks for being here.
yay, bye.
Okay, so yeah, where do you think it's going to be? Is she going to go to In-N-Out and get some milkshakes again? And someone inside In-N-Out just gets the perfect shot.
Yeah.
The person at like the fry counter is like, "Oh my gosh, let me get my phone out."
Oh, no. She's gonna be in there with her hair down, and she's gonna ask to walk the kitchen so she can take more pictures with the chef of In-N-Out. Show them how to elevate it. She's gonna rip off the Sidleys. You watch.
Oh my gosh, she'll put a mint on the burger.
Yes. Yeah, totally my idea. I didn't watch Twin Talk with Mama and Papa Sidley.
Oh, Squeegee has a good point. It could be an airport pap walk to prove the security concerns. Yeah.
Yeah, she had a lot of those before, right? When she was at the airport when they were dating, for some reason, somebody was always taking pics of her.
You know, whenever I'm walking to the airport, I can't find a single person to take a picture of me.
Right? And I would really like the TSA people to stop randomly choosing me to pat me down. That would be nice. So, but let's be honest, if Meghan didn't have a security entourage around her, if she was walking down the street, would you even know who she was?
Well, okay. I would. Okay, just because of all of the study over the last few months. But like,
No,
well,
but I
maybe
mean,
if
like,
I wasn't like
like if you're just walking, like, do you really think that there'd be a bunch of paparazzi after her?
oh no.
Yeah.
Dude, time is money. No one's out there with their camera just waiting for someone famous to walk by. They're
No, and
doing
they know.
something else,
Yeah,
making money some other way, and then they get the phone call and go.
it's
Right?
true
Like
because yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
no one has time to just sit in their car or, sit. Dude, you can't even get through to inside the airport unless you go through security.
Yeah.
Okay, but that kind of invalidates my point, though.
I still think it was somebody from her team, okay? Or like, look, I want to say it was like a year or two ago. Yahoo did an article, and I don't know if it was the guy at Backrid or at one of the magazines, but he came out and said, absolutely, they set up these photos things, these pap shots, okay? Most of them are set up. He goes, I worked a deal with Kim Kardashian, and basically the deal was, and we had paperwork that she would tip us off, or somebody from her team would tip us off. They get final edit, like, approval, and they only use the pictures that they okayed. And they got a cut of the pictures too. So not only did they control their image, they made money off of their pictures getting out there.
That's absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So that picture of Meghan walking out of Tyler Perry's thing, she approved that?
She might have, because you're to tell, this is the first star-studded birthday party Tyler Perry's ever had, because it's the first one we've ever gotten pap shots of, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And they just so happen to get the ones that she really needed to be photographed with, like her husband, and out came a car, so she could say, see, I was at a party with Oprah and Gail. They're still my friends. So, like, even though they're a separate car, because let's face it, she's on social media. Look, Meghan, girl, if you're watching this, I promise you, if you want to, you can turn this around. Stop doing everything you know to do. Okay, stop clapping back. Like go do something other than just take over somebody else's kitchen and tell them, hey, this is how I can make you look better.
There's an episode of Seinfeld, and I know I always reference Seinfeld, but
you've got me yelling Serenity now every time I watch her reel, okay?
Oh, so George, he says, my life is the exact opposite of everything that I've ever wanted it to be. So I'm going to do the exact opposite of my instinct. And that's what Meghan needs to do. Meghan, anyone right now who says, yes, it's a good idea, fire them.
Yeah, and if they're telling
Keep the ones that say no.
Yes. And if you like what they're telling you, fire them. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody who tells you something you don't like.
Yeah. Okay? Hi, Kumari.
Hi.
Velvet. Oh my gosh, where'd the chat go? I would be ensconced in velvet. Oh, Lizzie. Oh my gosh, I didn't get a chance to see Frasier's episode yet. My memory. This, you know, I don't know if people know like how long it takes to make these YouTube videos and to scour these clips and stuff, but it's literally like all day.
Oh my God, you've been doing like better. Okay, seriously, everybody, revealing can put Backrid to shame. Okay, so I know Backrid's on speed dial for a lot of people, but the way you find these clips and you're just like bam, 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 and here you go. I mean, like mainstream media is going, where did she find that? You know, like.
I honestly, oh, thank you for being here, Tara. Oh, Sabs is going also. Thank you for being here, Sabs. I appreciate it.
Oh, get some rest.
I just have a couple of things that I do that I think, I mean, everybody can do it. It's so what I'll do is like, let's say I find a picture and I'm like, I want to see the video of this picture. So I'll just do a Google image search and hope something pops up, or I go on TikTok or Instagram and I just start looking, and then I mean, once I get something, then I have to tediously like look through every single second, zoom in to see what I'm doing, if I see anything. So
okay,
it's a lot of work.
Thank you. Okay, so that's even further proof that there could be a burner account that said, oh my gosh, the second of 18 pictures media that Jessica Alba, not associated with Meghan Markle at all, posted a video, and somehow a minute and a half into it, you see this one glimpse of her. Nobody is stalking these people hoping to see just, Meghan Markle. Like, yeah, like, listen, you just said it. You said, hey, I get a picture, then I go do it. Nobody's sitting there for hours going, oh, I wonder if Meghan Markle's there. Oh, I wonder if Meghan Markle's there.
Especially if they've never had an interaction publicly before.
Yeah, like, okay, so if it's Tyler Perry and he's talking about something, probably, right? Serena Williams, probably. But not Jessica Alba. Same thing. You wouldn't go to Jennifer Garner's page. You wouldn't go to, Whoopi Goldberg's or Goldie Hawn's.
Yeah. Let's see. Civil Defense is saying that they've been asked about NDA and it finished after the Queen passed. So no new NDA has been signed. And that is why Meghan's staff can now speak out.
Oh, because
okay, Meghan's staff, please come on my show.
Yes, please.
We need to talk. We need to talk about workplace dynamics and leadership and management.
Wait, Civil, while we have you here. So that kind of goes with my thought process, which means the NDA was because you're working for the Queen, and Meghan was just kind of under the umbrella because it was about the Queen's, staff and trust and loyalty, image, stuff like that, right? So this whole time she's acting like these NDAs are there to protect her. I have so many questions about that because you can't, they've said that Oprah went to their home on Kensington Palace grounds and, allegedly Hillary Clinton stopped by. You're really going to mean to tell me that security did not tell the Queen going, Hillary's here again. Don't know if it's good or bad. Madam, do you have a meeting with the Clintons? Or
yeah, we better put
is it Andrew?
Put an eye on Bill.
Yeah. And these
Make sure he's not going to Soho House.
Yeah. I mean, especially after the whole, Jeffrey Epstein thing, you really think that nobody's going to tell the Queen who's on the property, right? Like, ugh.
And then that could be two things. That, I mean, obviously the Queen must have been okay with it, right?
Okay, like what, with those people coming on the grounds?
with Oprah coming, and
I mean, so long as it wasn't like, these are sketchy people, but she had to have known. I mean, I know I would have been going, wait a minute, if you said you gave up the entertainment world, why is Oprah here?
Yeah. Okay, so Poncho is telling us 800 people here came to get the dirt on Meghan's early exit. People in the chat, is there anything else you want to talk about that? And Dollface, is there anything you can think of that like we didn't cover?
No,
Okay,
because
I'm gonna
honest.
pose a question.
Okay.
If Meghan left because of a singular event, like, you know, that mask slip that's gone viral, or
The one where she was like lips. Like, wait. The one where it looked like she was like, "Hey, love me" in the box, or the one where she was walking around like, "Where do you need me? Where do you need me?" Oh crap, camera. Hi. Which one?
that one. Oh my,
Okay.
that is my like one of my most popular videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing it everywhere. I love
I
it.
am too. I'm glad you started marking it. And sidebar, real quick, I've noticed for like the past 3 months, there's been a huge uptick that every time I log into Pinterest, and I do not look up any Megan stuff on that computer, okay, where my Pinterest account is, there is nothing but new shots of Megan. It's like she's got bots that are using that as a search engine to make it seem like she's popular. And so many of them tag her with royal. It's not even funny.
And that's pretty strategic,
Mm-hmm.
because the type of people that use Pinterest, I'm assuming, are the type of people that would watch a cooking, gardening, and entertaining show, right?
Right, because it's like how to do this, DIY that, new recipes this. So it's definitely not just sugars or fans doing this. This is done, with an intention, with keywords. It's to do something, like you said.
Lily brings up a good point, and that all the people who signed NDAs need to just say they talked in their sleep and someone overheard. So I am also inviting all of Megan's staff for a sleepover.
You could be our 5 anonymous friends. Come on.
And just, tell me anything you want to say when you're sleeping, okay? Like anything, it's fine.
Oh,
Susan is asking if I can post a poll. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that. There are some extensions or something that you can do, but I haven't figured it out. Oh, Zephyr is saying it's the Vegemite when she grabbed it out of his hand. Ooh, because that
the way,
is.
yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. The way he looked at her, where it was like, "What is your problem?"
Okay. I have something to say that's like controversial.
Ooh.
Um, I I didn't like how Megan and Michael Bublé are interacting. And
No.
this is just based off of the videos I've seen. Okay. So, of course, I'm not there. Of course, the angles aren't great. Of course, I can't hear what they're saying. But okay. So, and I should tell you all the story, like why that's important. So, when I should say my mom and dad were married. My stepmom is a malignant narcissist. My stepmom is my mom's distant cousin. And one day, my mom and they had lost contact. And then one day, my mom and I were shopping, and we bumped into my future stepmom. And my mom got really excited and invited. And for a couple of years, our families interacted like on a weekly basis. I was probably like 7, 8 years old, and I told my mom one time, I said, "Mom, I don't like this woman. The way dad laughs with her, he doesn't laugh with you." So as a
Mm.
child, I had this like instinct for, and I mean, I don't know, maybe it's very obvious that something weird is happening between them, but the Vegemite gift also coincides with all of this footage that's coming out of her and Michael Bublé. And I mean, I know he's married too, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Did you
I was
see that?
thinking of doing a compilation of the couple of clips I saw that look really weird and just posting it on X and just asking what does everybody else think?
Absolutely, because even with all, I think you're on to something, because even with all this extra PDA she's thrown on to Harry that I don't think any of us had seen before. She gave William goo goo eyes like that. But there's another one. I reshared it on X, and somebody else had found it, and it's like, I think it's like a blonde is behind Megan, or like it's like a triangle. The blonde is in the middle, and she's talking to the guy. And the way Megan is just so flirty and talking and open with him, you could be a hugger all day long. if you weren't like that with Harry in front of everybody, then according to this new book, why was she like that with William? And why is she like that with all these other people who are not Harry? She was not like that with Harry in the beginning. She's not really like that with Harry now. Why is she like that with all these other men?
Yeah. Yeah, and if you shoot, what was I going to say? My brain. A lot of people are giving me a lot of like empathy in the chat. Everyone, it's totally okay. I appreciate it so much. It was a moment that happened in my life that has taught me so much, and I think that's why I'm good at like finding these clips. But yeah. Oh, Susan thinks Tom Bauer was the last straw. Carol says I have sharp instincts.
Yes, you do.
Well, guess who the sharpener was? My malignant narcissist stepmom. Yeah, and if you look, like, oh my gosh, there's 3 clips I posted on my ex of, you know what? Do you guys want to see the 3 clips? Maybe it's best if
Yes.
I show it.
Yeah.
So you can all see what I'm talking about. Like what it is that makes me so uncomfortable. Okay, so can you all see my screen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the first one. This one. Okay. So when, oh, let me mute it. When is Meghan ever the one dragging behind?
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know. Okay. So this happens when they're walking off the stage. So they've already had hug number 1. Okay. This is hug number 1, potentially. And then there is this one. So Harry is literally talking to Michael Bublé, and Meghan, look, she doesn't even care. She just jumps in for the hug. And he immediately, I don't know. Okay, so that was video 2.
You know, this is given that creepy vibe that she gave for being this, you know, for a feminist, how come she's always this touchy-feely with other people's husbands? I do have that question. She did this with the Columbia vice president's husband, remember, with that video clip? And then the VP just like was like, that's my man, and just, you know, zeroed in. That one, yes.
Yes. Look how he's like, I don't like it.
Wait, watch. I think she looks towards the camera afterwards. See, look. Oh, yep. See, she
Yeah.
looked up at it. Oh, creepy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I'm sorry.
I don't like the touchy-feely. I don't know. I don't know. So far, those are the 3 clips I have. I have a couple of other ones I haven't analyzed yet. So yeah, there might be more coming out, but let's see. Let's see what people in the chat are saying. Meghan has no respect for anyone. I agree. Yep. Oh my gosh. Judy, yes. What she did with Serena's hubby. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't seem very
ladylike,
loyal,
classy.
Yep, velvet. There's a lot of adjectives that can come for that. Lizzie says, did she stand on her feet when she went to hug Michael? I think she did go on her tippy toes, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'm kind of behind in the chat. So sorry guys, but let's see. Michael better run for his life. Yeah, she's looking for the next victim for sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, you like, okay. You know what this is giving me? The whole over-the-top lovey-dovey stuff with Harry, and then we're seeing all this new video come out about her hugging all these other men. Now, it could just be who she is normally, but we did just hear about that new book coming out about, you know, how allegedly she was doing really inappropriate stuff with Prince William, right? So what if she's like going over the top, kind of like that episode of Ally McBeal, right? Where the guy was like in trouble for sexual harassment, and then he claimed he had a condition where he was going around pinching everybody's bottoms.
You know what worries me though? In the videos, to me, it looks like he's reciprocating.
No, he's not the only one. No, I agree with you, but like I feel like she's
trying to
see. I'm just a hugger, guys. I didn't do that to William. Like, I agree. I feel it's very inappropriate. It's inappropriate on both parties, because if it's just one side, that's bad enough. The fact that the other one's doing it too, and especially in front of your mate there, your friend, not cool.
Yeah. Some people say that they see it too. She doesn't respect boundaries. She did it to Nacho. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she can't. Uh-huh. Tina, exactly. There's a difference between being a hugger and having boundary problems.
Well, and the way she hugs people like Nacho, where she's like holding them, and then the hands are slightly on the biceps there, and she looks at him and she cocks her and she's like, "Are you okay?" You know, like that's supposed to cause, some sort of spell to be cast. It's really weird, don't you think?
Yeah, Sunshine is saying, didn't Michael Bublé ignore her at one time with his wife? I don't know if that's true, but that actually makes me more suspicious. Because
Yeah.
when someone's behavior changes around a specific person,
Mm-hmm.
that has my alarm bells going off.
Absolutely.
Dell is asking to watch the clip of the Vegemite. So why don't I show that one too really quick?
Okay.
Let's go to the Vegemite.
Oh gosh, this one again. Wait, she's gonna look at the camera. Watch, it's creepy. It's like the eye from Jaws. Watch, here it is.
I don't know why it's not minimizing. What the heck? Come on. I don't know, Dell. The computer wants to keep playing this one.
It's weird.
Why is it not? Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. Okay, let's see. There we go. I think the Vegemite was yesterday.
Yes.
Here we go. What is that a gift? Let me put my phone. Let me turn off my audio. I didn't really look at Harry's face, but let's see.
Oh my gosh, he's holding on to it like that dude was holding on to his polo award. Remember? She's like, "Give me your box." He goes, "No, I rode the horse."
Oh my goodness.
Man, he's got like a quarterback grip on that. Like he's had to get better at it with being around her.
And Australia is significant for him too, right? Because that's from Australia.
Yeah.
And you never know, there might be some significance to that with his mom. I mean, I don't know. Look at all the assumptions I'm making. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, he's putting his foot down, it looks, a couple of times.
And I'm happy for him doing that. I mean, guys, I get it. He's complicit, whatever. But the fact that he doesn't just play along, and there's times, kind of like the clip of, or it wasn't a clip, it was a bunch of pics of her smiling, and then her face drops like she's, silently yelling at him in front of everybody. And then she smiles again and tries to kiss him. Like his face says everything for us. It's Jamaica, Inskep's wedding all over again.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I wish we had video footage of that. I would analyze that so well.
Right.
Like, why are there only pictures? We need video. We need video of that dinner table.
Right? Oh my God. Backgrid, if you have old footage that nobody paid you off for, contact us. Or if the licensing agreement is expired, contact us.
Yeah, we need those videos.
We'll do a GoFundMe or a Patreon and we'll get you the funds.
Right? And at the same time, we also need a lip reader because I want to know what they were talking about.
Right. I mean, because you can't ignore that body language. Like, there's no way she was sitting there with dagger eyes at that girl. And it was, oh no, that was being playful, talking about feminism. Right. But you know what? Because again, I didn't get into this until like after Megxit, because I didn't know who she was. You never watched Suits. Googled her when she got married and it was like, okay, don't like the dress, whatever. Looking back at it, like right after those pics were published, if you do a Google search specifically for that time frame, it's Prince Harry's really upset that the paparazzi showed up and invaded his privacy with his girlfriend. No, you issued that statement because you got busted being real, and that person caught those pictures of you not having the perfect smile on your face.
Yeah.
Oh wow, 900. Congrats, revealing.
I know, this is huge. Soon we have to do this on your channel.
Yes. Oh my God, guys, and let me tell you, revealing is just so amazing. Like, I really want to do a fake Meghan quote here, but it would really be unfair because she's like the real McCoy, okay? And you're like, she is literally trying to track me down, and she's like, I will help you. Let me help you. And I'm like, I'm
Let's get
trying to
on a
find
Zoom.
my furniture.
Let's get on a Zoom call. I'll show
Yes,
you.
I know, no, like you've been so great. And I'm like, I promise I'm not a flake. Like these people lost my furniture. Where's my furniture? You know? Wait,
Civil
what is it?
Defense is saying she hugged the 19-year-old Gardner Paul at Frogmore like that, and a 27-year Ranger Simon, both reported to me, and I told HR. Oh, so HR does do something over there, huh?
That would explain.
I'm saying that sarcastically because she
Yeah.
went to HR because of, you know.
But that's that whole, like, you know, getting out there with your side first. Remember? So I went to HR because this was before Jason Knopf said he went to HR. Like, and she really does tell on herself before the story breaks, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, so I'm going to ask you an honest question.
Okay.
How
And this
many
is my
times?
opinion, guys. My opinion.
It's actually going to be of your experience, of
Okay.
your life experience.
Okay.
How many times has someone walked through the door where you're at the foot of the stairs crying?
That feels so staged.
0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. But with Harry and Meghan, it's happened like 3 times, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, who does that?
Master
Oh,
well,
God.
someone.
Wait, was she semi like recreating that whole Diana thing people keep bringing up, how she threw herself? Oh gosh.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna say really quick. So it may not have been at the foot of the stairs each time, but she was definitely on the floor crying.
Yeah.
Personally, when I cry, I like to be in my bedroom.
Yeah. You know,
on
the
or on my
bed.
couch, somewhere
Yeah.
soft.
Yes.
Oh, Melissa's going, thank you for being here, Melissa. I know. Look at Sue. I agree. I love Dollface's accent.
Oh
Yes.
gosh. Thank you guys. I think it's because I get nervous. Because when I was like practicing recording, it sounded totally different. And then when I get on the recording, I feel like like Mr. Bean. So
Look, Colton Cake and I were saying the same thing. How funny. Oh, Diana is asking about the crying at the stairs. So in not Tom Bauer's book, in Spare, so straight from the horse's mouth, which I think is the phrase, there were multiple times that Harry has walked in to their home and seen Meghan on the floor crying. The one I remember I remember 2 of them. The first one was when Harry and Meghan had just become public and Harry had to go off to work or something, and Meghan was going to run to the grocery store. Harry told her, put on a baseball cap, put on a jacket, and you won't get recognized. People won't see you. So the story, according to Harry, is she goes to the grocery store and someone asks if she's on Suits, and she says yes. And whatever this interaction is, it bothers Meghan, okay, in quotation marks. And then Harry comes in and sees her on the floor because of this interaction that has happened. Granted, if the interaction is true, it sounds horrible.
Wait,
However,
I don't know this interaction. Like,
oh, you don't know the interaction?
No, I really don't. I don't know that one.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to say it from memory the best I can. So this man walks up to Meghan and says, "Are you on Suits?" And she says, "Yes." And he says, "My mom is a really, really big fan." And Meghan says, "Thank you so much for watching." And then the man says, "Can I get a picture for my wife?" And Meghan says, "But I thought it was your mom that watches it." And then he says, "Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take a picture of you anyways." And he whips out his phone and starts videotaping her. And then people at the store are all watching. And so everyone starts videotaping her. So if that's true, that's a horrible, horrible experience, right? Like,
Yeah, but okay, so a couple of things. One, how come there's none of this video anywhere ever? Like ever. Suits was this popular, and like I look, and I get, like, hey, when you're done with work, you're done with work, right? Like, you don't want to be bothered afterwards, and sometimes it's part of the job, whatever. But um, there's no video of all these other people taking video of her. Like, she's claiming, like, and it was about Suits, apparently, not about Prince Harry. They didn't go, oh my gosh, it's Enrico Palazzo, Prince Harry's girlfriend. Like, they weren't mobbing her over that.
But that's the thing. I think the purpose is he didn't go at her as Prince Harry's girlfriend. He thought that it would be more disarming to say it's, someone from Suits. Like, I think, so I think that's what happened. And that's a horrible thing. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Susan is saying, read that she was walking around the oh my gosh. Okay. That wasn't the same. I don't know why I thought that was related to, Colton Cake is like, you can tell we've cried a lot, RV. Yeah, we know. We're already sad. We want to be comfortable and sad. Yeah. Right? No one wants to be.
It's like a big hug when you're in your bed and under the covers, right? You're like, this is my safe place, right? Like, you don't sit there going, okay, I can hear his car. And a 1, 2, 3, 1 tear left eye, go, Harry.
And there must have been several. There was a period of time that went by between Meghan getting home and Harry getting home. So was she crying the whole time? Or did the car pull up to the driveway and all of a sudden she falls to the floor and starts crying? Okay, so that's the first time that she fell to the floor and crying. The second time was the interaction with Princess Catherine and the bridesmaids' dresses and the flowers. That whole fiasco.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry, but that to me screams like she started crying. Look, if she was under stress and all this other stuff, it's just from everything else we figured out from her and heard from her, it seems more like if she did and let's be honest, she's smaller than Catherine. So whether she's older than Catherine or not, she comes off as, needing more help, right? A little bit more damsel in distress, especially for Harry, since it's Harry's love interest. So for her to just collapse, it's, how dare you be so mean to my little fiance here? She's new. She doesn't know how to do this. How can you be so mean, Catherine? Can't you see you've upset her? It's going to evoke those feelings in Harry, right?
And, creating conflict, and this is the same thing with Queen Camilla. Meghan creating conflict with the wives creates conflict with the husband.
Yeah.
So it's 2 birds, 1 stone. I think it's part of the isolation tactic. If she can get Harry to argue with Catherine or be upset with Catherine, that's automatically, no matter what you do, even if Harry's right, it's already going to cause distance between Harry and his brother.
Yeah.
Right? So, Hi, Maggie. Welcome. You know what's funny, Maggie? I was just thinking about you. I feel like we haven't talked in so long. You guys, Maggie has a YouTube channel also, and she was the very first person I ever collabed with. I was so nervous.
Wait,
oh Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear us, Dollface?
Yeah. Sorry, I had a call come in. Okay, so how many times has she collapsed and cried in general? Because, there's pictures of her in their little, mockumentary, right, where she's in the closet. And then she said in the mockumentary, when she was escaping the palace, that she was, running through the fire and barely getting on the plane in time before the zombies climbed aboard, and she collapsed into the pilot's arms crying, right?
Oh, my gosh.
That's how she makes it sound. Harry's sitting there and he's like, I'm on a plane. I'm so scared about my security, but I don't know who owns the plane or if I'm going to be hijacked or anybody's going to kidnap me and hold me for ransom. But this is cool because we're out. Peace. And she's like, no, we were barely getting away with our lives. She comes off as Melissa McCarthy's character in The Boss, right? Look at me, I'm in the yard. And she's playing tennis. Right? And she's like in prison playing tennis. She's like, I'm fighting for my life in the yard. Like, really?
Oh my gosh, what a hard life she lives. That's so hard.
And I got on the plane and I collapsed. It's no different than the Oprah interview where her answers were different than Harry's. Harry's literally taking video of himself. We got a private plane.
She looks over at Harry and is like, Harry, we practiced this.
Yes. Cry or I have to kick you.
Automatically, I just got this impression that Meghan is a ventriloquist and Harry is the.
Right?
Thank you so much, Koala. I'm so glad you're here. I'm really having such a good time. So, Resting Dollface and I, we arranged this like last second. Like,
yes.
I sent her a message. I was like, "Are you available? Can you come on and we can talk?" And yeah, thank you so much for last second agreeing to come on. This is so fun.
For having me. Yes. Oh my, and thank you for educating me. I didn't know about all the times she was on the ground crying.
I think there's a third one, but I can't remember which one it was. Oh, Older Wiser says it was Whole Foods. That's where it happened.
She was in Whole Foods and somebody recognized her from Suits, and then nobody ever said, oh, it's because you're Harry's girlfriend, and then the whole thing. I am so confused. So you're gonna tell me, I tell you what, Prince Harry, did you or the palace contact Whole Foods and get the security footage that nobody happened to? Because look, I've seen the movie America's Sweethearts. I know how PR works. Okay. We've also seen Your Wife. So you've really been educating us on how PR works. I find it really hard to believe that this footage that was on all these cell phones somehow got confiscated, and so did the surveillance footage from the inside cameras at the Whole Foods. Anybody else?
Same. And I have to tell you, thank you so much, Hudson. I didn't watch Suits either. I didn't even know what it was in America.
Neither.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And I love the USA Network. They had like repeats of Law and Order SVU. They had Burn Notice. They had White Collar. They had, what's that one with Piper Perabo where she was like some sort of agent? They had Monk. They had, what's it called? Psych.
Oh, I love Monk.
Right. Oh, and when Stanley Tucci was on it, like, he's like, I'm gonna learn to be you, and they're going back and forth with the OCD move and the stuff. It was amazing. So guys, USA has amazing shows. Nobody heard of Suits.
Yeah.
Okay, like it was a commercial and everybody went, more Law and Order SVU. We're doing a marathon. It's Sunday. Commercial, whatever. Thank you, Diana. Nobody knew about Suits.
Yeah. And not just that they didn't know about Suits, but if they did know about Suits, she was the 6th in line, like not the most like you would know the most popular, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Lady Grandmother. Thanks for being here. This is such a good time. I'm having such a good time. I'm so glad we decided to do this.
Me too. Thanks for having me. Like, we have the best time when we do this. I love this. Thank you.
I think the first time you and I chatted, it was like a 3-hour long conversation.
Oh gosh, it was like, and that was before we started the video. It's like, oh my God, what do you know about this? Oh, are you okay? Okay. What do you know about this? Me too. That was weird. It was just awesome.
I had something I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was.
Me neither. Like, I need to start making it. Next time we do this, I'm going to have my dry erase board ready to go. So,
I know, right? Have notes ready to go.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. The Suits. Okay. So about Suits, guys. Like 2 years ago, I finally watched an episode, and the very first thing I noticed was, I was like, oh my God, she doesn't act. She does these things in the scene to draw attention away from the person speaking. So like whenever she shares a scene, there's this one episode, it's like in the very first couple of episodes, Mike Ross is sitting down at the computer and she's like, okay, so what do you need help with? And he starts talking. The attention's supposed to be on him, but she upstages him by like doing this thing with her neck, like, oh, whatever. I'm so annoyed. And I'm like, normally that, like, if you were comparing Blythe, is it Blythe Danner, Gwyneth Paltrow's mom, with Gwyneth, you'd be like, oh, look, that's a seasoned actress type thing. She's using her hands. She's using her entire body. No, this was a distraction. And she does this in real life too.
And if that's an indication of how she is as a coworker or colleague.
Yeah.
Like, I have to help you, I roll. Right?
Yeah. Like, okay, there's a camera around. You're going to look at me.
Meghan, I feel she played Rachel. I mean, I've only seen a couple episodes, but I think she played Rachel Zane well because it's literally her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
It's
and I
I'm
think that I want to do a video about that, about narcissists not really having an identity and just kind of taking on identities of people they like. And
yeah.
Meghan does a lot of that.
Oh my goodness, yes. She really does, because it's the same thing with her being a foodie and a chef, and all of a sudden she's a lifestyle person, and you're like, and now she's a producer, just like one of her husbands, right?
Wait, victim, influencer,
Sorority
cheerleader.
girl, yeah. I'm like, see, you just brought up cheerleader. I can't wait for the inside story from Marie Claire about how Meghan Markle with the pom poms and Invictus was where she finally got to be the cheerleader she never had. Okay, so because that's how everything is with her, right? You're the family I've never had, and to be honest, when she got up there with that speech and she says, "Because you guys are his family." I was like, please shut up before you make everybody leave. Because if I was there and I heard I was considered family to you, I'd be going, are you going to drop me? Are you going to not show up now?
Yeah.
What's going on? Don't threaten me. I'm here to do something.
Oh, Thumper has a good point. It's not Rachel Zane as Meghan. It's just that they gave up playing anyone else but who she was. And there's a lot of talk about how she influenced the writer of the show.
She did. Okay, so I'm so glad you mentioned that, because there's video. Oh, I'll send you the Instagram, the pics that I have, because it's things where it was like 2013 and all. She had on her Instagram late night with the writer, and then I think it's a writer from Suits that she was being a little over with the boundaries, where she's like hugging her, giving her a kiss on the cheek, and she's got that right leg wrapped around her too. Do you know
Oh
which one I'm
gosh,
talking about?
dude. I
I
don't
think that was
know.
one of the writers. Yeah.
Well, that's one way to get what you want.
Yeah, here, I'll write whatever you want. Stop touching me. You
Oh my
know?
gosh. It reminds me of Clueless, the very like one of the first scenes where she's walking into school and the guy comes
Yes!
up, "Oh,
As
get
if!
off of me." As
Yes!
if.
Megan, we will pay you to have a Patreon where you can only release stuff on Patreon. Okay? We will pay you. Give you whatever you want.
Honestly, like I really feel like between you and I and RH Arjun and the Sidley twins, like if she used us as a focus group,
Right?
she would be the most loved person, I think.
That would be the greatest She's All That remake ever. And you know she loves movies from that time. Like,
And you know
remember?
what though? I think we are like unofficially her focus group.
We are, because she claps back at everything we say. Like, stop
Yeah.
clapping back. Do better. Don't shove it down our throats. Oh, you got in trouble about being pictured at the LA fires? Yes, please come back 30 times.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, because that's going to sell it. Look, like I've said before, we have the attention span of a zucchini. It used to be 20 seconds and 15, then 12. We're at 10 or something now, right? We're bombarded too much. And so what used to be like 21 days to build a habit, you now need 66. And I forgot how many times you need to hear something. So it's like either a relaunch. Every time she says rebrand, she regurgitates the same thing. She will post the same poses, the same outfits, the same pictures, just newer ones. And it's like she's hoping that this time, it's almost like Quantum Leap. This time will be the time people notice, right?
Yeah.
um, but it's the same stuff over and over. And it's like she figures if she gets these headlines out enough, because people don't normally read about her, she's not that interesting, they're just going to go with the headline going, oh, that's so. I was one of them, guys. I had real life going on in 2018. Okay, that's when I lost my husband unexpectedly, and I was young.
I'm
And
sorry. Sorry for
think
your loss. Mhm.
Thank you. But I remember hearing something about Prince Harry's fiance's family is trying to get a note into, Buckingham Palace. I did not know. And again, I'm in America. They said Prince Harry's fiance. They did not say Meghan Markle. They did not say Meghan Markle, the star of Suits. The TV, that show was not anywhere near Friends or Scrubs, Game of Thrones. it's not even something that was even near, like, anybody knowing, like, that was on UPN back in the day. Okay. And that was a rejects network. Um, all I heard was Prince Harry's fiance's family is trying to get a letter into Buckingham Palace. And my only thought, because all I heard was the headline, was, what a shame. I guess the whole family wants to be famous, thinking like the Kardashians, right? Because top of mind, pop culture, whatever. Didn't look any further into it. So most people can only go off a headline. She's just not that interesting to look into. And then when you do, it's this rabbit hole of nothing's adding up.
Yeah. And when you mentioned the rebranding, there's no point in rebranding if you're not listening to the feedback.
Well, and that's the thing. She calls it a rebrand. I think she has no intention to be a rebrand. And that's what I'm going to show. And in one of my videos, I'll get with you behind the scenes about it, because you might want to cover it too. Is it was never a rebrand. It was always a relaunch. It's like she just figured she needed this platform, or this magazine was going to do it, or this timing was right. It's the same thing. She may tweak a few things, but there's so many times where it's the same outfit, the same poses. I mean, we keep hearing about that stupid 11-year-old story because she didn't do anything in the past 33 years, right? Like, I became a princess and a duchess, and I didn't do anything with it because I felt at 11 years old I'd peaked, and that was enough.
Can you imagine going from being an influencer to marrying into the most famous royal family in the world, and the potential you could have in a position like that to actually do good?
Mm-hmm.
And you're back to being an influencer.
Who's
like
desperate
this,
to get the Kardashians' attention. God. Like,
my goodness. Yeah. I mean, she's worse off now
mm-hmm.
because, yeah. Yeah, Velvet Fawn is like, I heard she's late 40s, but she acts 14. Yeah.
She does. And look, I can say this because, and maybe it's just me, but I'm an Amazon. I'm 5'10", okay? And my best friend, she's 4'11". So whenever I'm talking in public, it looks like I'm talking to myself, okay?
That's really cute.
It happens all the time, okay? I was out with friends, like, that's how we found y'all. But look, I'm gonna tell you, and we can either be like me when I was a teenager and be rebellious, or we can accept it for what it is. Petite ladies get away with a lot more than tall ladies do. Okay, whether she was yelling in your face or not, Lucy Lawless, the actress that played Xena, can't do what Ariana Grande does and get away with it. Okay, it would look weird. You'd be going, is something wrong with you? Why are you acting like you have a head injury? All right, Ariana Grande is petite, and she gets to come off as, eternally 12. And I don't mean that in a gross way. She's always going to look a little bit more youthful than somebody who, has a bigger bone structure, right? And so I feel like Meghan's gotten very used to playing that to her advantage, especially with like those same shoulder pout things that she does. The worst, Quasimodo hunchback posture for somebody who does so much yoga. She always has that forward slouch shoulder pout going on. It's her specific rebrand, relaunch that she loves of herself, right?
Yeah.
And so it's that whole woe is me. I'm a feminist and a champion, blah blah blah. But I need help. I'm collapsed on the floor. Look how little I am.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, Susan, you are absolutely right. I think so too. And I feel like she feels she should be higher than them because, she came back with a real title. She didn't just match everything, because Kim Kardashian did that every time. I mean, they, no doubt, because Kris Jenner will tell you, as a momager, I see what can get me attention, and then I try to drag it out for as long as possible. She has said that, or something to that effect. And so when Kim got married to Chris Humphries, it was the same time that William and Catherine had gotten married, and they were buying those headlines in the tabloids, American royalty. And I was like, oh, I don't think so.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then she got pregnant right as Catherine got pregnant, and then they milked it as best as they could. Like, I was like, that's very clever. I'm not buying it, but whatever. It was on Us Weekly. I was like, you're not even good enough for People magazine, but that was back then.
You would think that if you want to become like a Kardashian, you wouldn't send rotten lemons. Like, of any gift basket, that should have the freshest lemons.
Well, you can't go around with, what was that, a 5,000 Hermes blanket in the background, and you send, some really cute little $35, pottery, and like you said, old lemons in a homemade jar of jam. They want something that's like, oh my God, this is exclusive, and it coming from a duchess who can't do anything, right?
Yeah.
So I got a basket. You better be paying me for this, because when they launched their their product line, everything was, I've got a hammer and it's this $3,000 cake and I have to beat it. And I'm one of the only people who got this cake because I'm a family member. And like, that's how they launched their stuff. And so here she is going, oh no, it's elegant. Look at this. You're in the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, girl.
Yes.
And iron your clothes.
Oh my God. And it's not just that. Okay, I'm going to do a video, guys. Like, please, please, please come take a look. It's going to drop soon, because my good friend Revealing the Narc here is going to help me with this amazing software, and that way it's going to look so good. So thank you. But it's Meghan Markle, a classy lady or just plain lazy?
Oh my goodness. I think we know.
Yes. And I've got so many receipts to explain it. Okay. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready, and yeah, let's get it going. And
yes, thank you.
Yeah, it actually I was using a different software before when I was live streaming, and it made me really anxious because I felt it was just a little bit more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like StreamYard, once you get the hang of it, it works better. But there have been times that I forgot to press record, and there have been times that, so on StreamYard, you have to add people to the stage. So one time I forgot to add myself to the stage. I recorded a half-an-hour video, and then I exported it, and I was like, why is there no audio? Why is there no audio?
Oh man.
I was like, my computer's broken.
Fix it.
Oh my goodness, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Colts and Cake asked a good question. Let's see what Colts and Cake asked. Oh, I don't know if I can find it, Colts and Cake.
Oh, someone help us find it. Wait, what was the question?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it, but if you drop it in the chat, if I spot it, I'll put it up. Lisa says, Harry has always been a puppet.
Yes.
And Meghan's a great and skilled ventriloquist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's make a couple of predictions of what we think is going to happen over the coming days. Okay, I don't believe she'd miss out on the closing ceremony. Do you?
I can't see her doing that unless she's doing something, because again, we thought the same about the coronation, remember? And then how did she show up? Yeah, as a mother, she was staying home because it was Archie's birthday, but she showed up instead with her entourage of friends outside Santa Cedar Ranch at that hiking trail, because I matched it up with Google Earth. It was at the end of the Santa Cedar Ranch, like the road where everybody parks and does that hiking trail. And she was dressed really, really poorly. And she's out there hiking with her friends and standing around. You're going to tell me like she's standing around with people and cameras and not saying anything, and with a huge smile on her face and no security? Really? That's what she did instead of going to the coronation. So as far as, is she going to pass up the Invictus Games? I can see her, honestly, especially if they sent her home, staging a pap walk.
And you know what? That's a good point. She may not have left of her own volition.
Yeah. I mean, the way she was acting and the way she's posted everything. So I feel like it was a lot of, hey, Meghan, this is what, I could see this happening. Hey, Meghan, this is what's going on. We need you to dial it back. Oh my God, I never intended that to happen. I can't control what the media does. I totally understand. And then because of what she's posted in her Instagram stories, we're like, yeah, about that. It's not the media.
I mean, sometimes my phone just falls and calls back grid.
Right? Or, my assistant's holding it and I'm staring at the camera going, did you get how cute I look in front of the luge, my ring? Like, that'll make them talk. Is this person in the way? I'll move them.
B1s is saying if she returned to the end of the Invictus Games, she'd probably be booed. Oh, you know what? Okay, I want to bring up one more topic, and then I think we can close up for the night.
Okay.
you and I have been talking about accessing the Invictus Games footage. Like I legit wanted to watch the games.
I did too.
And I mean, I paid $14.99 for this one website. It didn't work. I have tried YouTube. I can't get it to work. Apparently, I have ESPN Plus with my Hulu subscription. I still can't see all of the games. It'll be like, okay, at 5 o'clock, we have this one game, and at 6 p.m., we have this one game. Like, you can't watch everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, the footage is just like, I don't know, just a random camera that doesn't move. Like, it's like on the wall.
Yeah.
It's not like cameramen. What in the world is happening? Like, why is it so difficult to watch it? Why is it so, I don't know, it just bothers me. And has this been the way during other Invictus games? Was it that difficult to
Yeah.
actually watch them?
Yeah, I couldn't watch any of them here in the US. And a lot of it is because, one, even the opening of the Invictus Games, remember, we were having a horrible time trying to watch it because it was slow and everything was cutting in and out. And then apparently, even per Invictus's own website, due to like broadcasting contracts or something, right, that they couldn't air it here in the US like everybody else is. So it's like I feel like they gave exclusive rights to like certain platforms like in Canada. And I don't, a good question that we could have is maybe they couldn't get the rights for anything Invictus aired here in the US because of his Netflix deal. And I bring that up because
Whoa.
remember, guys, I think it was 2020 or 2021. Invictus was supposed to do this huge fundraising concert and it was going to stream on Amazon. Now, of course, Harry and Meghan and everybody denies this is the reason. But all of a sudden that got canceled. And like the very next day, oh, Harry and Meghan signed a $100 million deal to Netflix. And Netflix also got Heart of Invictus, remember? So something's going on that they're not streaming the Invictus games and nobody else is too, in my opinion, because we've already seen that big problem with what happened with the Amazon fundraiser that Invictus really could have used.
So look at how many ways they're damaging Invictus with their own hands.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I mean, if it was, it's a big deal. Like, I would watch it. And I would imagine that, while you're watching it, you donate money here and there, right?
You would think that, right? Like,
or there's commercials.
Why not have a paid website that if you sponsored it for the month for $14.95 donation, you could watch it or watch a day or get Invictus Pass. Hello, Invictus Games, Invictus Pass.
I paid $14.99 for it and it won't work. And I don't know where the money went. I don't know who it went to.
Yeah, Invictus has their own website set up for money now, and y'all could be making money like that, just like they could be making money selling gear. Because who was it? Neil Sean just did a video and he's like, look, Taylor Swift, most of the money isn't from the concert tickets, it's from selling that gear. And Invictus could be doing the same thing, and they're not.
Yeah. Maggie's buddy says ESPN is airing Invictus at 1 a.m. I saw that. It's just they don't air everything.
Yeah.
There's only like a game here and a game there, but aren't these like all day events?
They are. I wish they could at least do like a highlight reel or something. But again, like for something that was so well put together and had members of the royal family behind it, and then you have people like Harry and Meghan who keep saying we want to be real big time producers. This is so amateur to me, and it's a very bad look.
And I'm telling you, like a couple of times when I would watch it, there were times that there would be an actual person taking video footage, but there would also be like this random like security camera almost, and that's what was streaming.
Yeah, there's like I don't think, and it could be that they couldn't get the advertisers because everything's about the ad space that you sell. But again, I just feel it's a really huge injustice. Surely, again, if you wanted to, I'm sure there's a way they could have said, hey, Invictus Pass, Game Pass, something. Just come to the website, we'll stream it. That could have at least shown interest to get possible investors for ads next time, right?
if Meghan is so good at merching, why didn't she merch the shows?
Yeah.
Like, she could have merched that. We could have, I don't know. And so, in addition to Harry, is there anyone else that's like guiding what happens with the Invictus Games?
They have to have a board, huh? So
Right?
it's
He
not, yeah,
can't just make these decisions on his own, right?
yeah, I don't think so. And I think that's probably where but you got to understand, people who run these organizations, they don't, I mean, a lot of it, they say things by saying less. They let the silence do the heavy lifting. They don't rush, they don't show up late, they're early, they don't show up in wrinkled clothes. This is how their life is. So to deal with a problem like Meghan and the way she just shows up, if they go up and there's a reason why people whisper things to Harry. It's not a misogyny thing. It's because, first of all, Harry's the one who has something to do with Invictus. So, same thing with his dad at the garden party. They didn't go up to Meghan and say, "Hey, the car's waiting," and then have her go, "What for?" and cause a scene. They go to Harry, right? So I'm sure a lot of people have gone to Harry, and then he may be having conversations behind closed doors, but you can't control what she's doing in public or what she's going to say afterwards either. Because look at what she did. Does Invictus really need her going, "Oh, the royal family poisoned them, blah, 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 blah. There's money hands going on under behind the scenes and yada, yada, yada." Because there's nothing she won't claim.
Yeah. Yeah. And what about, like, do you think, because there were rumblings going around that she was getting paid to go. Do you think that's true? And if that's true, is she going to return half the money back because she left?
What if she was only paid when they said this was planned? She was only paid for 3 days. I mean, that's a thing too, right? She's like, "What do you mean? I've got to change rooms." I don't think so. I'm going home. And I'm taking the clothes to go merch on that burner account.
Amy, this is what I heard too. I heard 500K was given to her to
Yeah,
show up, but I don't know if that's true.
I know that what's his name? Neil Sean said that he had a source, and the source said that whole thing where she's like, "I wasn't planning on making a speech tonight." The meat and potatoes of it was she wasn't. But because of the amount of money that Invictus was spending on their hotel rooms, their private plane, accommodations, things like that, they said, "No, uh, this is a deal. You're going to show up and you're going to act like you want to be here and you're going to say a few things." So they've been holding their feet to the fire. So, but that was on one of Neil Sean's videos. Guys, go check it out. I love his videos.
Yeah, I need to watch his videos too. It's been so busy
I
trying to
know, like,
find all this footage and analyze it and stuff. Yeah.
see, because she's counting on everybody only reading the headlines. We're not supposed to have the footage, guys. Just like she's a perfect poser. You're supposed to get the snapshot, not the actual live action with her.
Yeah, and that's just it. Like, I don't know. I mean, she timed opening her Instagram, I think it coincides with
Mm-hmm.
the games happening. So do you think she ever had the intention of not coming?
No, that whole we're professionally separating again. I think it was just a headline, and to try to garner interest. And if it was a real headline, if anything, it was to garner interest in her as a solo project, and it got rejected again, in my opinion. But there was no way she was going to pass up the Invictus Games, especially when she went last year. Yeah, for the pregame stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the snowstorm outfit too. And wasn't that the one where Kris Jenner's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or something was there too?
He might have been. I remember, like, didn't he and Harry go away on a bro trip or something?
Oh, maybe I'm getting it all mixed up.
I am getting mixed up now with all the snow. So
You know what? Ada's right. They are founders. They shouldn't get paid. This
no.
is volunteer work.
But here's the thing, guys. A lot of charities are set up this way to where like you donate time or you donate this, whatever, but depending on your position, you do draw a certain salary. I don't know how Invictus is set up. Hey, revealing, I do apologize. I do have to head out.
Oh,
I am so sorry, but this has been a blast, guys. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for having me on. And look at how great you're doing. How many people do we have tuning in right now?
almost 800. Can you
I
believe it?
Yes, because you're out there rocking it, girl. I don't know if you've seen your videos, but like you're like the whole reason. Like it's almost like a what's it called? Monty Python when the clouds opened and the trumpets blared, and all of a sudden Revealing's got the footage.
It's a lot of Google searches.
But you're so good at it. Like I find the stories and the things like that, and you find the footage. I'm like, see, I told you it was just for the picture. You're
It
at
is, because she looks
16,000.
at the camera each time. Oh my gosh.
And after she thinks a shot that she's going to approve, allegedly, is, taking the mask drops. Like, oh my God, we should do the one of the footage on the balcony, the camera. She's in the blue dress, and it's the one where you see she does the smirk looking at Harry. But there was this other picture that came out, I'll send it to you, where apparently Catherine and Harry were having a jolly good conversation, and Meghan is seething and yanking Harry back like, no, you're my man on the balcony.
I have footage from Princess Eugenie's wedding
Oh, I
with
can't wait.
similar stuff. I haven't had a chance, like I have it, I've seen it, I just haven't had a chance to like fix it up. So that's, and I want to watch Princess Eugenie's wedding from beginning to end, because I'm sure there are clips that I've missed.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Yeah. And Meghan like talks to herself at one point. Oh my gosh, it's good. Yeah.
She does that everywhere. Remember, she did that with Serena Williams' mom?
Yeah.
She's sitting there and she's like, okay, nobody's talking to me, but where's the camera? Okay, what can I do? Okay.
My goodness.
So
Oh,
thank
thank
you.
you, Pamela.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is always so much fun. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on Revealing. I do apologize. I do need to head out, but thank you so much for having me
Thank you
on.
so much. And thanks for, for last second and being here. This has been such a good time. Thanks for being here, Dollface. I hope it's okay that I call you Dollface.
Yeah, it's okay. The revealing's a formality, darling. Don't worry about it. Have a good one. Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. If you need anything, let me. Oh, she left. Okay. So, everybody, now it's just us. What's going on? Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's really fun. She's so great. She's so great. It was such a, like, it was spontaneous. I sent her a message. I was like, do you think you can get on a live stream in like 3 hours? And she said she could. So it was great. Yeah. Thank you so much, Millie. Thank you so much. So her username is Resting Dollface, I think. I don't know if I can put the link. I don't know how I can do that. Oh, thank you, Kumari. Yes, I was on Paula M's channel yesterday. Oh, monster, I have a good time. I have a good time. So, you know what, you guys? Let's close this out with a couple of questions. The hypothetical fun questions. What do you think? Oh, thank you, Lisa. Okay, so I do have some questions that I didn't get to ask last time. And let's see, let me get to one. Um Okay, let's do this one. So I came up with a couple of questions for my live stream yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to go through them because the chat, like we were talking so much. So yeah, so these questions are all based on Meghan Markle's speech and like the first day of Invictus, really. So what do you think are some really bad places that Harry would rather be than at Invictus? Kissing Meghan. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh, Zephyr. Antarctica. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you, Not 20, for being here. It was a good time. At the hospital, Lisbeth says. Oh my gosh, Lisa. Oh my gosh, Koala says at the dentist. Oh my gosh, getting a tooth pulled without Novocaine or even a root canal. Oh my gosh, Pamela, we're on the same page. Getting a root canal. Thumper says behind an ink. Oh, I'm not going to read that one out loud. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Duchess of Camelot. Wow. Yeah, the barber. Cleaning sewers, Amy says. Oh my goodness. Back on a Black Hawk helicopter, not being a pilot. Oh, yikes. Walking against landmines, cleaning out stalls at Polo. Oh, begging for forgiveness. Yes. Not 20. Yes. Wow. Oh, Yeah. I think he would like that though with his ex-girlfriend. Which one, Chelsea or Cressida? I know Queen's Goat. I wanted to watch the actual games too. Playing video games. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, on the floor crying. Oh my gosh. Pamela at the proctologist. You guys are so great. At a volcano, back at the palace, he thought was a prison. Yeah. Swimming with piranhas, Ginny says. With William, civil defense says. Sitting and eating Vegemite, watching William crowned king. Yeah. Doing anything but kissing Meghan. Anything would be better. Getting a colonoscopy, rehab, having dinner with his stepmother. Oh my goodness. These are so great. Having lunch with Camilla. Let's see. Oh my gosh, battling an anaconda, diving with sharks with the cage door open. That might be a safer place to be, right, Nicola? I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Washing dirty pots and pans, any ex but Meghan. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, let me go on to the neck. Having a colonoscopy again, lying down on the dog bowl, hugging Trump. Oh my goodness, hanging out with Samantha. I know, Sue. Can you believe it? Yeah, I'm so glad that um yeah, I was able to get on and having Resting Dollface here has been great. Giving up all substances, getting a lecture from his aunt, Princess Anne, and that might be coming. That might be happening soon. Oh my gosh, Paul says in a dungeon, having brain surgery. In Courtney Cox's bathroom, talking to the garbage can. Oh, Amy says it might have been the toilet bowl. Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, let me see what other questions I have here. Oh, okay. What medal does Meghan secretly want to win at the Invictus Games? So this can be like for an actual game if you want, or it could just be like an award or a medal you can think of. Having dinner with his father-in-law, Bridget. Yeah. Locked in the tower in the Tower of London. Colton Cake. I use StreamYard. Thanks for being here, Not Quite Royal. I can't wait to talk to you soon. Biggest loser, I think Civil Defense says the Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, not 20. She wants all she wants all the attention, and Pamela says she wants to be the richest woman alive medal. The best of show. All of them, Possum says. First prize for grifting, gold medal for whining. Miss Congeniality. Oh, these are great. Most beautiful and beloved. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. What did I miss anything? Oh, I'm behind. Oh, most memorable speaker award. Absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Congeniality. The most photogenic. Yeah. And you know what, you guys, like, I think we talk a lot about her and the camera and all this stuff. It makes sense though, because her I think she learned all of this as a child from her dad, right? Like, but you think she would have learned, like, don't actually, like, pretend the camera's not there. Like, know that it's there, but don't look at it. I don't know. Colton Cake says best wifey. Diana says best rictus grin. That's a good one, Carla, but I mean Carly, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Millie says she'd want to win she'd be the best microphone holder. Best dressed, Bridget says. Yep, Velvet Farmer says the president of the USA, Academy Award for best actress. Oh my goodness. Let's see, best traditional wife. Oh, how did that happen, right? Most photographed, best in show. Oh my goodness. Best Mother Award, Best Dish Soap, Best Dish. Oh, sorry, I'm like stumbling over my words. Best dish soap speech. Oh, Lizbeth, I think she's already won this one, right? Most hugs given ever. And it would be under the category of most inappropriate hugs given ever. Least wrinkled skin, Pamela says. Green Jewel says curtsy award. Paul says a Pinocchio award for lying. Gold medal for jam making and for having horrible hair pieces. And they could share this one. So that's one that Harry may want to share with Meghan. Best camera finder, Koala says. Steph, I hope it's okay if I call you Steph. Stefosky, Medal of Freedom Award. Oops, sorry, a month too late for that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, best dish soap rewrite medal. Let's see. Yeah, just keep her away from the dish soap. Emotional gymnastics. Yeah, that's a good one. Which one do you think she's the best at? Oh gosh, I was gonna say something and I didn't mean for it to be like an innuendo, but it would be an innuendo if I said it. So I'm not gonna say it, but you guys can guess which one it is. Actually, I'm sure there's a lot. Best teeth. 26 Blue says, okay, so it's pronounced luge. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you, Michelle. Lex says a royal warrant for her lunch boxes. Oh my gosh, Velvet. Yeah. She'd want the medal of being William's wife. Yeah, that's a good one. Lisa says, I think Invictus told her to earn her fee. She had to do the luge and she ran away home. Yeah, she's like, bye, guys. Thank you, Zephyr. Thank you. Best of the best, Cheryl says. Thank you, Lisbeth. Best microphone holder. Yep. I'm not going to read this out loud, but you guys can see it. And this is based off of that commercial, right, Steph? Was it a commercial? I don't remember what it was, but there's video footage of her. Oh, best word salader. Yeah. Best chicken roaster. Yeah, I bet she is. I mean, with however many times it's been documented that she's made roast chicken. Best mother of kids that are taken care of by nannies. Best fake person. Lisa, how many wheelchairs can I push out of the way award? Champion speech maker. Paul says moon bump award. Thank you for being here, Momster. Best medal for on a yacht, allegedly. Oh my gosh, Pamela, yes, the most sincere person in the history of time ever. Yeah. Oh, mask slip gold medal. That's good. Best jam maker. Oh, yikes. Longest monkey toes. Best yacht girl ever. Best word salad award. Best grifter. Best scammer. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna remove. Oh my gosh, I missed so many. I'm so behind. The Queen of England. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll through these really quick. The Queen of the World. Empathy Olympics. The Inauthentic Award. I know, Velvet Farmer. These are so good. So good. Best Unwanted Hug. Most Bullied Person in History. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Biggest Big Toe Award. Thank you so much for being here, Duchess of Camelot. So fun. Best podcaster. Yeah. Best freckle face. Yeah, she was caught saying that today, right? And that reminded me of, I'm trying to remember. I think she said something that her dad used to say that, but it's also, she has quoted that before, and I can't remember where it was. I'll see if I can find it. It's in, if I'm not mistaken, it's either in Spare or it's in Tom Bower's Revenge. Kate is saying multiple people posted that Meghan was asked to leave immediately. Yikes. And I wonder what caused that. I wonder like what was the final straw? Best mic performance, Sunshine says. Okay, yeah, I think I got pretty much caught up. Let me see. Queen of the Universe, Dell says cringy as PDA. Best MC, Sunshine says. What time is it in the UK right now? It's 8 hours for I think it's 2 AM over there. Yes, yes, Bridget, that's what she said, and I can't remember where that came from. S Steph says her dad may have said it, but I believe someone wrote it before. Yeah, someone else I think someone else wrote it before and her dad would say it. I can't remember. Yeah. I just saw something that oh. She loves to learn says the best eternal victim. Oh my goodness. Best milkshake award at In and Out. Best mom to give children milkshakes. I'm trying to think. So I should let me think of an answer. Let's think. I'm drawing a blank, you guys. The most wrinkled clothes in history, maybe the most wrinkled outfits ever. The Wannabe Princess Award. Colton Cake says, yeah, best gift grabber. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Well, everyone, my pup is getting anxious. It's almost her dinner time. I want to thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for coming on last second. I know that this was so spontaneous, but I felt like we needed to talk about what was going on with Meghan. Yeah, yeah, that was so. I'm so glad we were able to chat. If you can, please hit that like button. I'll try to have another live stream soon. I always have such a good time with all of you. I'll come up with some new questions and yeah, we'll have a great time. I want to thank you all for being here. I hope you have a good night, a good morning, a good afternoon, no matter where you are. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye everyone.